deans, HODs, respected faculty members, participants, media persons. We are here just to say something about our department and about the FDP. And first of all, again, on the behalf of the university as well as on the behalf of the department, we welcome you all. Sir, this is the program which we are organizing. It is a 5-day FDP cum STDP program that is organized by Department of the Electronics Engineering, and it is conducted as part of the centenary year of the celebration of the HBTU Kanpur. So first of all, I would like to say something about our department. The Department of the Electronics Engineering HBTU Kanpur was established in 1990, and it has the 3 programs, UG, PG, and the PhD program. UG had the intake of the near about 80, PG has the intake of the 21, and PhD program in electronics engineering. And presently there are the 7 research scholars in the department. Since it's starting, the Professor Dr. K.K. Tripathi has served as the head of department from 1990 to 2000, and then Sri Bal Gopal ji sir, Dr. Trisla Gupta madam, Dr. Dharmendra Singh Sahab, and Dr. Rachna Sthana ji, and Miss Rajni Visht ji, Dr. Krishna Raj, Dr. Miss Rajni Visht madam, and Dr. Rachna Sthana madam has served the department as the head of department. And since 2018 until date, myself is serving the department as the head of the department. Sir, the faculty members of our department are Professor Rachna Sthana, Professor Krishna Raj, Professor Manoj Shukla, Ms. Rajni Visht, and Dr. Ashok Kumar Sankhwar, and Dr. Ashutosh Singh, and Dr. Suman Kumar Katra, Ms. Nainika Srivastava, Mr. Dharmendra Kumar Singh, Dr. Manish Kumar Singh, Mr. Parth Saha, Dr. Devchand Jaiswal, Dr. Kumar Gaurav, and Dr. Preeti madam. And in addition of these faculty members, 3 teacher fellow and the research fellow are also contributing the department in the process of the teaching learning, and they are Mr. Abhay Shankar Chaurasia, Ms. Priyanka Agrawal, Ms. Hema Tekwani. And the staff member of the department, which are also the backbone of the department, are Mr. Rajkumar and Muhammad Irfan, and Ms. Sunita Verma, and Mr. Baijnath. And the real stakeholder and of the department are the students, BTech students, the total 216 students, 78 in first year, 59 second year, 54 third year, and 45 in final year. MTech have the 36 students, 21 in first year and 18 in the second year respectively. And there are the 7 research scholars in the department. The vision of the Department of Electronics Engineering aims to deliver the technical education in the field of electronics and communication engineering for producing engineers and technologists who are happy, healthy, competent professionals motivated to serve the society through research and innovation. And in order to get this vision, we have the 8 visions which we have to fulfill the vision, and among these visions, the 7th and 8th are related to the networking, and for the component of the mission 7, we are conducting this program that is to provide the academic support to other technical institutions at state and national level through the process of the networking. And here, in order to achieve our goal and vision mission, we have also introduced the different components of the basic sciences, engineering sciences, humanities and social sciences program, course program, electives, open electives, projects, intensive seminars, and other mandatory courses as per the regulatory body of the AICTE under the governance of our Harcourt Butler Technical University. And then we are just here giving some highlights of the achievements of the department of the last 3 years. The total number of the paper published are the 84, and the total number of the books and the book chapters that have been published are the 3. Number of the patents are 3. Total number of the sponsored projects are the 4. And in the pandemic situation, that is in the last year, even our department contributed a lot to serve the department as well as to serve the society. And for that purpose, we have uploaded the e-content on the ERP, that is the e-lectures. They are about 848. And number of the online FDP and training webinars were conducted, that were the 8, and the number of the students that were benefited by our programs were the 343. And also we attended the other organized programs like the refresher orientation courses and FDPs that were the 45. And we also communicated to the students in order to get aware with the SWAM, NPTEL and MOOC courses that were near about the 59. And the number of the YouTube lectures that were uploaded on the YouTube and that are available in the public domain are near about 112. And in the terms of the achievements of the students' performance, there are the two chapters. One is the IT Student Forum, and the second one is the IEEE chapter of the department here, sir. We have also organized the webinars for the students in 2020 that were on topic of the mobile phones, wireless technology, MATLAB, etc. here. The students also published the newsletter in 2018 and 2019, and for the 2020, the newsletter is in progress. 2020 and 21, it is in progress, sir. And the placement of the last 3 years is near about the 74.28% that we has achieved even in this pandemic situation also, sir, here. Now, the status of the NBA, our department has achieved the NBA in 2019. That is here the applicable for the 2019 to 2022. That is the last June of the 2022. And even in the department, out of the 7 categories, we got the 4Y categories, that is more than 75% marks in the category of the vision mission and in the program conduct, here the curriculum and the teaching learning process and students' performance and in facilities and the technical support, sir. And as we know, in order to get the NBA, 4 Ys are required. So 4 Ys has already been achieved in the department, and 1 Y, that is more than 75%, were achieved in the institute level criteria here. And we have also conducted the academic audit in the 2019, and in that one we achieved 83.3% marks on the basis of our performance and the facilities. Now, I would like to say something about this program here. As we have to say something that is a brief line has to be presented for the program. And this program, as we have already described, that this program is conducted as part of the centenary year of the celebration of the HBTU Kanpur. And this program will deliver the concepts like how these advanced semiconductor devices are evolved from the basic semiconductor devices. And then the next is we will try to cover the working process and mathematical modeling approaches of these advanced semiconductor devices. And we will also try to cover the importance and process of the statistical analysis of these advanced semiconductor devices. And we will also try to explain how these advanced semiconductor devices can be used in radio frequency applications like the radar, satellite, and microwave application. And in these 5 days FDP, STTP, we will try to also provide a hands-on the software demonstration to make the participants understand how can they simulate, analyze these advanced semiconductor devices and enhance the performance using the Synopsys TCAD tools. Here, the speakers for these programs are from different organizations like the Professor Parth Pratim Sahuji from the Tezpur University, Dr. Krishna from the HBTU, Dr. N.V. Bala Murugan, he is from the Tyagarajan College of Engineering, Madurai, and this college is also the mentor under the scheme of the Tech with HBTU Kanpur here, and Dr. Sunil Pandey from the Intel Corporation Limited, and Dr. Rupam Goswami from the Tezpur University, Assam, India here, and Dr. Rajesh Saha from MNIT Jaipur, and Dr. Kavindra Kantpal from the IIIT Allahabad, and Dr. Suman Kumar Mitra from the SBTU Kanpur. So these are the speakers which will support us in order to get the motive of our FDP STTP program. And now in this program, we have scheduled the program having the 3 sections. The first session is the inaugural session, which is going on here by the kind permission of our patron and honorable vice chancellor, sir. And in the second technical session, we will there are the 5-day session, and day 1 there will be the 2 lectures, and that day 2 3 lectures, 1 hands-on training, and on the 3rd day 1 lecture and 1 hands-on training and demonstration, and day 4 there will be the 2 lectures and 1 hands-on training and demonstration, and day 5 will have the 1 lecture and 1 hands-on training and the demonstration, and the last day there will be the valedictory session here. Now the participation details is something like in this manner, that is the total number of the registered participants for this program are the 267, and faculty participation are 122, and industry participants are near out 5, and research scholar participants are the 35, and PG participants are the 25, UG participants are the 80. Here the 4 industries and the research organizations that are taking part in the FDP and STTP and supporting us. These are the All India Radio, Agra, GPI Textile, DRDO, and Indus Towers Limited. And here the 82 universities and institutes are in network with this program, and they are supporting us either by taking the part as a participants or by giving the support in the form of the speakers here. And these universities are the NIT Patna. These are the universities and the institute which are taking part as a participants: NIT Patna, NIT Silchar, IT Kharagpur, Dayal Box Agra University, National Institute of Technology, Agartala, Tyagaraja College of Engineering, Madurai, CSDM University, and here the NIT Bhopal. And these are the others organizations. Near about the 82 organizations and the institutes are participating in this one. And this is the second list of the institute and the organizations that are taking part as a participant in our organization and the STTP. So this is about our department and the program. So thank you all for being with us and for your patience hearing. So thank you all respected sirs and madam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your nice presentation about the department and about this FDP. Now, I request Professor S.K. Singhal, sir, Dean, School of Engineering, HBTU Kanpur, to express his views on the importance of FDP cum STTPs. Professor S.K. Singhal, sir.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Head of Department of Electronics Engineering, Dr. Manish, dear faculty members and participants, I welcome you all. Learning is lifelong process, and FDP aims to improve the performance of faculty members in education and research institute. It is designed to promote teaching methods and increase student capability for problem solving. This FDP is on simulation, modeling, and application of advanced semiconductor devices, organized by Department of Electronics Engineering. These semiconductors have vast application in day-to-day usable appliances such as TV, laptop, mobile, stabilizer, microwave, remotes, etc. I hope this will give you the state-of-art knowledge in this field. I will request the organizer to take the feedback of the participant so that this program can be further improved in future. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I request Professor K. Krishnaraj, sir, convener of the program, to introduce Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to the audience. Professor Krishnaraj, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Manishji. Really, it's a matter of the pleasure for us to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Shamsher sir. Professor Shamsher sir is our Honorable Vice Chancellor, as well as he is the mentor of this patron of this program. And I would like to say something about the sir. Sir is very visionary personality, and he is motivating us. Basically, whatever we are organizing here, whatever is the program here we are just presenting, this is the because of his motivation. And sir has got his BTech degree from the HBTI Kanpur, and it is also a matter of pleasure for us, and we are proud for this one that sir is the alumni of our college. And then sir he MTech degree from IT Delhi and PhD also from the IT Delhi. And sir, so his specialization is power plant engineering. Here the turbo machines, fluid mechanics, thermodynamics, and sir has experience of the more than 30 years in different organizations and different industries like the NTPC and NPTI, that is the National Power Training Institute, and sir has served there as a deputy director and director, and sir has served the DC or the DTU as the assistant professor, pivot 4 associate professor in the Delhi College of Engineering. Then it was the DC and now DTU. And also sir has also served as the director as National Institute of the Electronics and Information Technology, New Delhi. And sir has the other administrative experiences like the Dean, Proctor, and Registrar, etc. here. And publications, sir has more than 70 research paper publications, and authored and edited reviewed books are more than 7. And sir has guided many PhD and MTech thesis, and many awards and honors have been achieved by the sir. And some of them are the Consistency High Performance Award in the year 2000, and School of the Honor on the Teachers' Day in the year 2000, and the subject prize by IE in December 2011. And sir is a fellow, and sir has the fellow and the life membership of the professional bodies like the FIE, ISME, IST, SAE. And sir has also served his organization as the faculty advisor of the ASME DTU student chapter, ENET DTU chapter, and SA DTU student chapter. And really it is a matter of the proud for us that sir is very visionary, and with the grace of the God and the footsteps of the success and progress have been heard from the very beginning. And for example, here the sir has proposed a proposal in order to convert the HBTU in the form of the Central University, and our honorable president sir has also in principle agreed for it and asked for the proposal. And after joining the sir, the ranking of the India Today has also been improved from the 21 to 20. So with these words, I request our honorable Vice Chancellor sir for his blessings, sir, Professor Shamsher sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor HBTU Kanpur. Respected sir, you are invited for your blessings, sir.
Thank you, Professor Krishnaraj. Thank you very much for very nice introduction of mine. Professor S.K. Singhal, Dean of School of Engineering, other Deans of HBTU Kanpur, Professor Krishnaraj, Head of the Electronics Engineering Department, and other heads which have joined this program, the faculty of the Electronics Engineering Department, coordinator of the program, Dr. Manish, the participants from various organizations, speakers from industries and institutions, universities. Participation also has been received from different industries, so that is very good part of this particular program, that industry is also participating. So again, I welcome all of you in this 5 days FDP cum STTP program being conducted by our Department of Electronics Engineering, HBTU. These faculty development program, they are very, very important for the purpose of updating our knowledge, because when we talk about any institution or any faculty, they have graduated or post-graduated or doctorate in different time, but we have to continuously upgrade our knowledge, because a continuous research is being done by different institutions, and universities are basically known to be a knowledge creator. So when we talk about any university, we suppose that the research is being done in those universities, and those research outcomes has to be disseminated to different faculty and different forum by using such program. So the contribution of these programs are immense, and all of us being graduated from different point of time, we have to, it is our own duty, because when we go to the students and teach in the class, we have to update ourselves. we have to continuously update our skill. Until unless you do this one, it is very difficult to face the student in the classroom, the students which are coming with very upgraded knowledge from different corners. Because if you talk about nowadays, the students are very much aware about the latest technologies, and if you are not able to update yourself, you will not be able to perform in the class. So that is very important, that we must attend such programs continuously. We should also conduct such program, because our research has to be disseminated to entire globe. When we talk about the faculty development or continuing education, I give my own example. We just 2 years back, in 2019 to 17 to 19, 2 years, I just completed my master's in business administration at the age of 55 years. So when you are crossing 55 years and then still you have a hungry, or you have desire to pursue some knowledge, so that type of desire, burning desire, must be there with each and every faculty, each and every students, to get the knowledge or to upgrade their knowledge. So I congratulate the organizers of this program for conducting this program, and that too very important topic, that is the simulation, modeling and application of advanced semiconductors. So this is, nowadays when we talk about the semiconductors, it is very difficult to realize life without use of semiconductor. Whether you are talking about your own laptop with which you are attending this program, your own mobile, your own televisions, your own refrigerator, or else when we talk about the now there are a lot of work and talk is going on renewable energy. And when we talk about the renewable energy, solar is the best part of energy generation. And I think in future the power generation will be mainly contributed by the solar panels. So, and solar panels are nothing but semiconductors. So use of semiconductors is very important, and we have to study in detail, and what type of research is going on, we have to think about. And when we talk about the simulation and modeling, when we talk about simulation, that is very important, because it saves a lot of time and money for conducting and procurement of the machines. So when it says simulation, that means we are saving in terms of money, in terms of purchase of many sophisticated equipments. We are saving time, because when we conduct experiment, a lot of time is being invested, a lot of time has to be given on experiment, and then we have to conduct experiment, then analyze the results, and then we have to present the result. So those equipments and that time we can save by simulation. Only thing is that when you talk about the simulation has to be very precise. That means when you do modeling, the modeling should actually predict the actual thing. So that means now we have to very careful when we do modeling before simulation, because the modeling is basically tells about how accurate you are going to the real life situation which you want to predict. So that means selection of your mathematical equation, or selection of model which you are using for simulation. And then it is very important that because when you talk about the computer, whenever you give any input, it has to show the result. So whether the results are matching or not matching, that depends on you. So that means when you go for modeling, it is very important that the proper validation is required, and until unless you do validation, it is useless for any simulation. And then when you talk about the validation, that means we also we must also consider some part of simulation with the validation part. So when we talk about the research, generally we used to go with some simulation plus validation. So this combination of experimental and simulation, both are very important. And just I recall those days when I was using replica simulator. When we talk about the simulator, this generic simulator and the replica simulator. So when I was in NTPC, I used to operate the power station, and then I was told that okay, the simulation has been done and a simulator has been made, which is a replica simulator of a particular unit. And when we operate, because when we give training to engineers who are newly recruited and we deploy to the power station, and suppose a power plant of 500 megawatt being operated by a new recruitee, and in case something goes wrong, and then if the plant is shut down, there is a lot of problem because the power is being used by industry, power is being used by institutions, and then when the power goes off, there are a lot of loss of money, loss of manpower, loss of production. So that means we cannot afford to have a loss of power. So that means now we have to ensure that before putting the power engineers on the actual field, those power engineers has to be trained on a simulator. So I was put on training on the simulator to the engineers, and then I saw that when we operate simulator, this gives just like we are operating near real power station, and we can feel that stress and tension when the emergency are being imposed on those simulators. So we used to see that how the power engineers is interacting or behaving when the emergency has been put. So that gives a lot of confidence to the power engineers. They can how the emergency can be handled, how the power station can be operated safely. So safety and the efficient operation is topmost important. And this type of simulation and modeling really helps a lot in the real life situation. So I think this type of simulation and modeling will certainly will also help in the software industry and hardware industry to predict the performance without going for experimentation, and we are saving a lot of money and time. So with these words, I again wish that this program will be very much success, and the participant will get a lot of new sights about the semiconductors, and this will be beneficial to them and for their research as well. So all the best, and I again congratulate the organizers of this program, particularly Manish and the head of the department, Professor Krishnaraj, for conducting such program. Thank you very much. And again, I thanks to those organizations who have given permission to the faculty and research scholars to attend this program, and also those organizations who have supported as a speakers of for this particular program. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind blessing, inspiring words, and directions. Now we are at the end of the inaugural function. I am requesting Professor Krishnaraj, sir, convener of the program, for taking the permission from Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to start the technical session. Professor Krishnaraj, sir.
Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, the request is submitted for your kind permission in order to start the technical session, sir.
Please start. Please start, and all the best.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I am requesting Dr. Suman Kumar Mitra, coordinator of this event, to present vote of thanks and start the technical session. Dr. Suman Kumar Mitra.
Thank you, Dr. Manish Kumar Singh, sir, the fellow coordinator of this program also. I, Dr. Suman Kumar Mitra, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics Engineering, the coordinator of this FDP, and the faculty counselor of the IEEE HBTU student branch. I want to thank Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, for his valuable time to grace this occasion and to enlighten the possibilities of this FDP come HTTP program to the participants, its importance and its future prospects of this program. I also want to thank Dean SOE, sir, and all the deans of HBTU Kanpur present over here for their presence. I want to thank convener of and HOD ET, Electronics Engineering Department, HBTU Kanpur, for his great support and contribution to organize this FDP come HTTP. I also want to thank all the head of the department for their valuable presence in the inauguration program of this FDP come HTTP program. I also want to thank all the faculty members of the department who were present here and who have supported this program from the very beginning for processing this program and organizing this event. I want to thank all the eminent speakers for accepting the invitation to deliver the talks. I want to thank all the participants from all corners of the country who took interest in this program and registered in this FDP come HTTP. Without this support of these participants, this FDP will not be able to organize. We are not able to organize. Finally, I want to thank HBTU IEEE student branch and IEEE UP section for technically sponsoring this program. Thank you to each and everyone who made this FDP come HTTP possible with their opinions and views. Thank you one and all. Now, I would like to start the as per the permission of the Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir and the patron of the program. I'd like to start the technical session. So, in the first technical session, will be on the topic of evolution and fundamental of semiconductor devices, and that session will be the speaker of the session is Dr. Rupam Goswami Sir. And now I like to introduce Dr. Rupam Goswami sir to the all the audiences present over here, all the participants and the delegates present over here. Dr. Rupam Goswami received his doctoral degree from the National Institute of Technology, Silchar, India. He is a member of IEEE. Currently, he is in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Tezpur University, India, as an assistant professor. Prior to this, he served as an assistant professor at BITS Pilani campus and KIIT Bhubaneswar. His current research interests include simulation and modeling of MOS devices, charcoal electronics, memristor as a sensor. He is an investigator of 4 sponsored research projects by the Government of India. He has total of 40 peer-reviewed research publications in his. He is a recipient of Young Scientist Award 2000 by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of Assam, and he is a
मैं इसमें मोबाइल में लगा लूंगा जरूरत पड़ेगी.
he is a reviewer of very reputed journals. Now I request Dr. Rupam Goswami sir to start his session. Dr. Rupam Goswami sir.
Thank you, Dr. Mitra. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. So first of all, I would like to thank the fraternity of HBTU Kanpur for giving me this opportunity to present a brief technical lecture. And also my thanks goes out to the IEEE UP section. And without much delay, I would like to proceed with the presentation. So is my screen visible?
Yes, its screen is visible.
Yeah, it is visible.
So it is visible in full screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So as stated by Dr. Mitra and as part of the schedule of this FDP-Com HTTP, the topic of this presentation is evolution and fundamentals of semiconductor devices. And so once again, thanks to HBTU for allowing me to present this specific lecture, and also to IEEE UP section. And I belong to the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering from Tezpur University, a very beautiful university in Assam. And today in this lecture, we will basically have a walk along the history lines, stating the evolution and the different